This is not endorsed by Rooster Teeth in any way. Views, opinions, and thoughts are all my own. Rooster Teeth and RWBY are trade names or registered trademarks of Rooster Teeth Productions, LLC. Copyright Rooster Teeth Productions, LLC. Hey there everybody, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to another Vine reaction of RWBY. This time we have Volume 8, Chapter number 12, Creation. Okay, before we get into this, as always, be sure to support the official release. Link to the original video is in the description below. And rather unfortunately, when I was looking up the name, I saw the thumbnail, which showed a friendly-looking Ironwood and Penny 2.0 after the rebuild, clearly. So, unfortunately, I'm venturing a guess as to where this episode's going to go. This is going to be showing some backstory of Penny, and specifically after her rebuild and up until meeting Team RWBY. Or Ironwood had a complete change of heart. But, you know, 10 Man don't have no heart, so he'll have to have one installed. Point is, if this follows anime rules, an episode dedicated to a backstory of a secondary character generally does not bode well. And I am very nervous going into this episode because Penny is one of my favorite characters, and God, it sucked losing her that first time. Just please, because now I don't think she can come back if something happens. Not without Pietro like completely sacrificing himself and his aura, if that's even possible anymore. And depending on if her core is intact or not. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, but not looking forward to it because I really I know what the mission that is implanted in her head ends in self-termination, and really don't want that. We've had enough freaking problems already. Anyway, like I said before, be sure to support the official release. Let's just get it started and see what they've got in store for us. And starting the video in 3, 2, 1, and go. That's right, they're heading to him to go along with it as far as they can.
Be ready for anything. We don't know what state Penny is in.
If any of those brats had the nerve to come with her, we put them down immediately. The general gave his terms. No more games. Is there
Shut the fuck up.
Just retracing the steps that led us here.
What is it, sir?
Crow and Robin. They're in the Academy hangar.
Trying to stop the payload.
Or just looking for a way out.
Not going to happen. I've been waiting to take my shot at those two. Let's go, Aesops.
But someone needs to stay here with the general. I'll stay. We lose the payload, we lose our leverage.
She's right. Contain it. Now.
Yeah, good luck with those two.
Sir, this course of action...
I hope you're not going to try to talk me out of it.
No, sir. I don't think that's possible.
I didn't think you'd actually come alone. I expected at least some resistance from your friends.
I don't want anyone else to die. I must open the vault.
So I don't think it's backstory.
You've done the right thing.
Yeah, there's the thumbnail.
I have.
Feels weird.
That was impressive. Beat the shit out of this motherfucker. Oh! Winter sees her chance.
Sorry, guys, but we
All right.
don't want to fight.
We didn't want to drop Atlas either. But we've all had to make some tough calls, huh?
So what's the,
Go! Move to phase 2.
Guys, she has to go to the vault. That's actually a risk we haven't considered.
We've been so worried about keeping the vault closed that we never considered using what's inside.
The Staff of Creation.
Maybe we could use it to save Penny and get everyone in Atlas and Mantle back to safety.
Well, you'll never guess who I just heard from.
Alright, so she knew it was coming.
So, you're not arrested?
And that's why he's free.
Ironwood's got to be stopped.
Then why did you hit me?
Because you were about to get killed if I didn't do something.
Yeah, that's what I said when immediately after it happened.
What are you doing?
What I should have done ages ago. Getting in touch with my sister. We're going to need help. Speaking of help.
So we've got people
there
trapped
it
in
is.
Atlas and Mantle that we can't evacuate unless we use the staff, which is located inside the vault. If we open the vault, Penny terminates. If Ironwood gets wind of any of this, he blows up Mantle.
There's something else to consider. Once the staff creates anything else, the city drops. Atlas has enough natural gravity dust to keep it from plummeting immediately, but... well, nobody's going to want to be around when it touches down.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay, then let's use the staff to teleport everyone to safety. Maybe even to another kingdom.
We can't just wave it like a magic wand and make our problems go away. And we haven't even told you about... him.
Who?
The spirit and the staff. Like Jin. But, well, he's a character. He can build you anything, but only if you can explain to him how. Like any craftsman, he'll need blueprints. Some sort of reference. It'll help if we have real-world examples to show him.
I've already gone through the city layouts for the SDC evacuation. Maybe I can help.
Okay.
There's still James and his bomb to consider.
Oh, I've got a plan for that.
So, that takes care of phase 1. Meanwhile, the real Penny goes to the vault. With help.
I blasted a hole through the bottom of Atlas, and I highly doubt they've had time for repairs.
Yeah.
I should take you straight to it. All of that is the easy part.
As soon as Penny opens the door, we
So
go
you don't...
grab the staff
You
and
didn't
stop
leave
her
Sean
termination.
with Penny to
Just
kind
hang
of
in there, Penny.
help
Okay?
her stay under control? I saw he was fighting Ironwood, so... So we're gonna meet another spirit of the, well, this place looks nicer than the other one.
Someone has come to
more fan
engage in
service.
Creative wilds. All I'll say is it better be worth it after my last project. A floating city? How pedestrian.
Hi, Mr. Ambrosius. Sir, listen, it's about our friend.
Ambrosius.
She's dying.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that you know it's against the rules for me to bring people back from the dead, so...
That's not what we want. She's
Not your typical girl.
Interest peaked.
So she isn't. I'd love to meet whoever did this. Ah, I see. There's something eating away at her. I'm guessing you think you have some clever plan to save her. Just know, I will give you exactly what you asked for, and I don't want any complaining when it's not what you wanted.
We brought her schematics. We want you to make a new version of her, using her exact same robot parts.
That was curiously worded, girl.
An exact copy of her would include the virus. An exact copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of want to keep her around longer than that.
You've done your homework.
We want you to create a new version of her, using her existing robotic parts, taking the virus with them.
Okay, but if I take the robot parts out of her, that would leave...
Penny, the girl who's always been there underneath it.
You can't destroy. It's against the rules. But you wouldn't be destroying her. Her soul is who she is.
The mechanical parts are just... extra.
But a soul without a complete body, what would be left?
I don't know. I guess you just have to get creative.
I suppose I could do a little, add a touch-up. But if I do that, how much of the old painting would be my work and how much would be her? Just coming up to the surface. This is all very exciting and very dangerous. I don't know what the results are going to be.
We don't have any other options. We believe in her.
Then ready yourselves to witness my artistry!
Are they turning her into a real girl?
It's done.
The blue fairy.
I guess that's the signal then. Seems like things are moving forward in the vault.
Hopefully Penny is going to be okay.
If Atlas is moving, we need to get word out before people panic.
Meaning hurry.
I know. Okay, this should be, that did, something?
You're live.
Everyone can see you. Oh! Citizens of Atlas, Mantle, what we have to tell you is very important. Atlas is falling, but...
Wait, what happened?
It's dead. The entire CCT. It just went down.
And so did kingdom-wide communications. How?
The bigger question is, what do we do now?
That boy said Atlas is falling. Is that true?
Yes. We're using the staff to get everyone to safety. Salem can have the rubble. We'll all be long gone.
Are you going to leave me here?
No. When we're finished, we'll move both of you to safety.
Oh, Winter, thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. It was Weiss's decision.
Penny?
Holy shit, they really did. Well, it's still uncomfortable to watch, but she's a real girl. Crap. And not that she wasn't real, but...
Are you
Goddamn.
okay?
Do hugs always make you feel this warm inside?
Yes.
Wow.
We should probably make sure our theory works. And start the evacuation.
Free to create and... Oh, it's you guys again.
We're not done with you yet.
Fine.
Does he not have that limit rule?
Can you make a bunch of doorways in Atlas that open at a single spot in Vacuo?
Sure, I'll just need coordinates and specs for each door, an explanation for bending space and time to account for the much greater traffic on one side, and a single point of exit on the other.
Okay, that's about what we expected. So, we need to funnel everybody through a central location first.
You're going to have to tell me more about this central location for starters. Where is it?
Here. A place like these vaults. Wherever they are, they're not part of Remnant. Only accessible if you know the right way in. Seems like a safe enough place for thousands of refugees.
You kids are either smarter or much more foolish than you realize. I'm going to need a reference.
Oh, we've got one.
So what's the foolish part of what they're requesting? Now this is one powerful artifact. Oh, hey, I saw her picture in the back there. I forget that woman's name.
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side. And leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo.
Well, everything appears to be in order. You were quite thorough. Disappointingly so.
He was looking for...
So, it's done.
Loopholes.
Yeah. Oh, and one last point of clarification about this central location of yours. Do not fall. Okay, and with that dire warning...
Well, that's nice of you to say. You fall into nothingness, I assume?
We did it.
What now?
We go to Vacuo. All of us. And hope that we've thought of everything.
Yeah. Problem. She's coming too. Hopefully she falls. Alright, so one's 12 foot, the other's 13 foot tall. They look like they could be siblings, which makes sense because it's, yeah, but this, holy shit, that hit me. Unfortunately, she's still the Winter Maiden. But now, there's no use for her, because Salem doesn't need the Winter Maiden to get into the door. As far as I know, that's the only reason she had been targeting the Maidens, was to get through the doors. Now, Cinder, on the other hand, still wants the Maiden power. And I don't know, while she still has her Maiden power, she doesn't have the advanced weaponry that she had before. Which is unfortunate, but that's the way it has to be. I don't think she's going to be a pushover. And she does have friends backing her up. Cinder on her own, if Ruby is there, little silver eyes, and there you freaking go, She's incapacitated. Her arm is starting to disintegrate, and you've got a shot. Assuming she doesn't just run away again and again like she always does when facing a situation that could mean her death. She figures a way out of it. Alright, so Ironwood's not dead, but imprisoned. Fair enough. Understandable. He was once a good person, but yeah, thankfully his plan didn't go through the way it did. But I have a feeling that foreshadowing that shit, I forget that dude's name already. That the creation spirit I have a feeling that foreshadowing will mean the death of someone. So, who's it gonna be? I'm not sure. But Cinder is definitely heading into that area too. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, turning Penny into like a living, breathing, flesh and bone person, is that what they just did there? Because that's what it looked like. Yeah, that's freaking huge. And wow, that just I don't know why I was expecting some kind of just AI program floating around in somewhere, but giving her a human body. That guy is good. Yeah. Shit. So, anyway, I have no idea where it's going to head from here. All I know is that being in that place, it's not a 100% safe path. I'd assume that falling off means just falling into nothingness and oblivion. Because that's what it looked like. So, probably not a pleasant way to go. And if Cinder falls down into this one, like she did in the other one, but she survived that, this time, even if there's no body, unless if they bring her back somehow, that's operating under the assumption that she even falls in the first place. But, yeah. Alright, so I'm rambling. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a fantastic episode. Not the direction I thought it was going. I was expecting like a backstory from the creation of literally her being built or rebuilt of Penny. Which, like I said, following anime rules, even though this isn't anime, it's anime inspired, but following typical anime rules, that kind of episode does not bode well for a character. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that, but I'm going to end this one here. Until next time, take care.